Check, 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 check. Hey everybody, it's your boy Allan Wade. Thank you for joining in the festivities this morning, this afternoon, or this evening, whenever you're watching it. Thank you for joining and clicking on this video. If it's your first time, please go ahead and like this video, hit the thumbs up. It'll help the video a lot, help the video be seen by other people, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be in on all the fun activities that we do here on the A-Dubb Productions channel. And announcement, we'll be going to Chicago for Thanksgiving, so make sure you guys are checked. The post notification bell is on so you can be notified when I drop all these videos dropping this holiday season, guys. So in today's video, we will be revisiting all of the embroidery files that we have made, all the embroidery patches. Of course, we didn't make these patches just to have these patches and not do anything with them, right? Of course not. There's always a method to my madness, and if you haven't yet embroidered anything, then go watch all my embroidery videos. Buy all the embroidery files available to you on allanawade.com. Don't forget, down in the description below, you can purchase your Brother SE600 if you haven't purchased one yet. Purchase your Silhouette Cameo 3 or 4 and purchase a heat press, everything that you need to follow along with these wonderful videos that I be dropping for you all the time, dog. So guys, so we're gonna be using these patches here and putting them on a shirt. Actually, not a shirt, guys. We're gonna be putting on, remember the sweater that I bought when I did the unboxing of the bunch of stuff that we got in the mail? So this is the sweatshirt. This is one of the sweatshirts. And what I had in mind was I wanted to make something for the winter to advertise the channel. So of course I'm gonna go ahead and put our YouTube on here, but on the back we're going to be putting on the patches. So I did a video on how to turn your regular patches into iron-on patches. So we're going to revisit that, and I'm going to convert all these patches right here into iron-on patches. I'm going to show you how to effectively put them on to your shirts or your sweatshirts or whatever you want to. But we're going to take it up a step further because we're also going to do some sewing. I'm going to sew them on because iron-on patches work great and everything, and they are fine. They hold, and you can do a bunch of washes with them and it won't come off. But I have bought some merch from somebody, I won't mention the name, and eventually the iron-on patch did start to peel off, and I just peeled it off the rest of the way. So we're not only going to iron on the patches, but we are also going to, after we iron them on, we're going to sew them on along the edge. That's going to be fun, that's going to be interesting, and that's going to be difficult to do because the edges are really small. So we'll see how it turns out, guys. Thank you for joining me. Let's dive into this video. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. All right, so step number 1, we're always measuring out how big we want our logo to be. This is going to be our YouTube across the center of the shirt. This is an extra large sweatshirt, so we're gonna make this pretty big. We're probably gonna go to full 12 inches across the chest. We know the Cameo is capable of stitching out 12 by 12, 12 by 12. So we're gonna go ahead, like I said, and make the A-Dubb Productions. Yeah, we're gonna make it a full 12. So it's going to be the YouTube play button and then A-Dubb Productions. That's what I'm going to do. Because I could go YouTube play button up here, A-Dubb Productions down below. But I'm going to go YouTube play button, A-Dubb Productions. Alright, so we're going to make the A-Dubb Productions this big, this long rather, and with the YouTube play button on this side. But of course we got to even it out and stuff like that. But we'll get to that in a moment. But let's go into the computer and create this file. I've already created it, so I'm just gonna readjust it for the project that we're working on. So we are in Silhouette Studio, and I have my YouTube file open. I've got it prepared. I know I'm gonna do a play button, and I'm gonna do the A-Dubb Productions. I think I'm gonna do the A-Dubb Productions in white. the YouTube play button, of course, is going to be in the traditional red. So let me just go ahead and, do I have white flocked HTV? Because that's what I want. Depending on the flocked HTV I have, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not sure yet. So let's just go ahead and position this stuff on the canvas. I think I'm gonna print out the A-Dubb Productions first. So I'll put that right here, and of course we have to flip it horizontal and put it at the top of the page right here, and it is ready to be sent to the Cameo 3. Just making sure that's the right size. All right, so, and of course this has to be flipped horizontal also. All right, so that looks about the right size. So in total, it'll be a nice wide size to press onto the garment. So yep, let's get ready. Let's get our silhouette ready so we can print this out. Guys, unavailable. So let me turn on my Cameo over here. There we go. Cameo is being turned on and now it's connecting. So let us get our materials ready. So guys, we do not have any white flocked HTV like I thought we did, but we have red and we have black. So I'm gonna have to improvise. Nothing wrong with improvising. I think this is big enough to cut out our play button. It looks like we've cut out a play button in this piece of flocked HTV before. Like I always tell you guys, keep your scraps because you never know when you're gonna need them. So we're gonna see if we can stick this piece onto our cutting mat, which does not have that much stick left. As a matter of fact, yeah, this flocked HTV requires a lot of stick. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a new cutting mat that has more stick on it. So didn't want to do it, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gots to do. I'm kind of upset a little bit because this design would have looked really good with white flock on it, but then again, I'm not upset because the white flock HTV would have got dirty really fast, you know, so it's okay. I'm not upset, I guess. All right, so we'll put this cutting mat to the side. We got our brand new cutting mat, and we're gonna lay down our black flocked HTVs. Make sure it's the right size before we peel the cutting mat off, peel the cover of the cutting mat off. All right, so we're just going to expose the new super sticky Silhouette Cameo 3 cutting mat. And let's lay this down right on the edge right here. Let's lay it down perfectly so we don't have to mess with the stickiness. All right, good enough. And it's nice and sticky, nice and gooey. Let's go ahead and insert it. See, it's not going anywhere. That's what we want to get. We don't want this to move. So let's go ahead and insert it into our Cameo 3. Cameo ready to go. Just gonna go ahead and grab a few tools out of here and put it in right here. Load it up and ready to cut. Now back to our software here, Cameo 3 software in Silhouette Studio. We have to go ahead and select the proper material that we're cutting, and we're doing flocked HTV. I had a setting in here. I don't see it. Oh wait. It's not. It's around here somewhere. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick it. Why do I not see it? I even called it fuzzy flock HTV, vinyl sizer, reflector oil. Jesus. Fuzzy flock HTV. Here we go. Boom. So that's my setting for flocked HTV. I got the force on, what's that? 9. The blade depth on 9, force on 17, speed on 5. All right, so we are ready, and we're going to go ahead and, whoa. I'm gonna go ahead and send it out to cut. One pass should be sufficient, but guess what? We're about to find out, and I have plenty of black HTV to play around with, so we will see. Let's send it to cut now. Send. Let's go, Cameo. All right, so the Cameo is all finished cutting out what it needs to cut out. Let's unload and let's see how this came out. This is the stick test. This is the stick test. Let's see if it comes off and our letters don't get stuck to the cutting mat. If it doesn't, then we have the right cut settings, and it didn't. Excellent, guys. So follow those cut settings for your flock HTV, and you are about to see what flock HTV is in a moment. But wait, before we put this back on, let's go ahead and put our red flocked HTV, always shiny side, or in this case, the glossy side down. That's how you use the flocked HTV, glossy side down. All right, so we put our placement. And guys, what we're paying attention to now, right? So we have our red laid down, and we have our cutting mat, right? The cutting mat, you want to pay attention to the grids. All right, so these squares are our guidelines or grid, right? So we know we have 1, 2, 3. We can play with 3 down, right? This is for positioning the item that's going to be cut in the software. 1, 2, 3. 3 down, and we have up to, there's number 6, so we have up to 5 across. 3 down, up to 5 across. All right, so let's go position our play button to be cut. All right, back in the software, go to design mode, and we take this off. We don't have to take it off, but we just put this over here. We know our play button is in the corner over here. So, like I said, we have 3 down, 1, 2, 3. That's sufficient, 1, 2, 3. And we have up to 5 across. We can make this a little bit bigger if you want to see it. Here are the numbers right here. I don't know if you guys see that on the screen. And 5 across. It's okay. We got it, guys. I know I didn't do a screen recording on this one, but we got it. But for the sake of speeding this up, we are going to just go with this. But you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you don't need to be doing this. Something wrong with you. Just kidding. So let's load up the Cameo and cut this out. Cameo loaded up. Gonna push send. Still flocked HTV. Gonna go ahead and send it over to the Cameo, and let's cut it out. What the? Oh, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what this thing is cutting. Oh, back in the software, guys. So let me cancel that job with the Cameo. Press cancel on the machine. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I went over here and I just quickly pressed send because I wanted to get this done for the sake of doing the design. But what I didn't do was this right here. I didn't tell the Cameo what color I was cutting out, so I had this black still selected. That's why I went all the way down like that. Another user mistake. You'll be in a rush and you'll do this stuff. Unselect the black, select the red. The red becomes highlighted. User error, my mistake. See? And it's that easy. And I already ruined my brand new cutting mat and got some halfway cuts on the cutting mat. So we're gonna go ahead and send this out over and to the Cameo and cut out the part that we do want to cut out. Whew. Guys, I make these mistakes so that you don't have to, all right? So everything should be fine on the cutout this time. The reason why it's cutting like that and it's not cutting a straight line, guys, because we have all these little weird little lines in the oval. It's kind of weird, so that's why it's cutting. It's trying to duplicate the jagged edges that we have in the design, even though it's not supposed to have any jagged edges. but that's just due to how I trace the file in the tracer thing. So you guys can adjust yours to trace it better so it doesn't do that, which it's not supposed to. But anyway, the file is done, so let's take it out. So hopefully this weed's easy. Let's take this off right here and replace our cutting mat protector thingy. Put that back on there to maintain its stickiness, because we're gonna need this for other file. We almost ruined this thing, but good thing we didn't get any vinyl or anything stuck to it. Okay, we put that back on it. We have our brand new cutting mat preserved, and that's what you want to do. Preserve the stickiness, guys. It's useless without the stickiness. All right, now is the moment of truth. Let us see how good this weeds. All right, we need the play button right here, right? So I'm gonna say it's a good weed. It looks like it's gonna be a good weed, but let's see. All right, get you guys a close up in there. Close up in there. All right, so grab this, pull it off. And the reason why I'm getting a good weed, I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm getting a good weed, is because my cutting blade is sharp. That's why I'm getting a good weed with this flocked HTV. And for those that wanna know what I'm talking about, flocked HTV, look at this. This is a material. This is like cloth almost. One side is like that. That's the side that presses onto the garment. And this is like fuzzy, if you guys can see. Can you guys see the fuzziness, fuzzy flock? Anyway, if you guys want to buy some of this, I'm gonna leave it in the description down below, so you guys can click on the link, use my Amazon affiliate link, buy your Silhouette Cameo 3, buy your heat press, and buy some flocked HTV. It's not that much more expensive than regular HTV. All right, let's continue weeding. Peel out the play. All right, that weeded very good. And what I'm gonna do is just take off the excess that we don't want right here with the X-Acto. All right, and it's gonna lay down like this. The good thing about this is we can flip it all types of ways so it can go, but we know it goes like this. The play button goes like this, all right? So let me just, for positioning, because I know I'm gonna have to position this right next to the A-Dubb Productions, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get it close to that play button right there so that I can have more to play with. You'll see what I'm talking about. The first step in this part is to use our ruler to separate the part that we want from the part that we don't want. And this flock HTV is more expensive than the regular HTV, so we respect it and we use what we need. And we definitely save our scraps for this stuff, because I mean, you can't use it if it's too small because it's hard to cut and stuff like that. But for the most part, I always save my scraps as far as the flocked HTV is concerned. All right, so I'm gonna put it on this line right here. I'm gonna go ahead and use my X-Acto and cut it. Links to X-Acto knife in the description down below. All right, get over top of that and just go ahead and cut that right down like that. And we got that separated. Cool. The good thing I like about flocked HTV, guys, is because once it's on there, after you wash your shirt, you can just iron it right on the flocked HTV because it is actually a material. All right. So as you guys can see, it's weeding nice and good. Weeding good, perfectly with no problems. Look at that, satisfying. Every time you get a weed like that, it's satisfying to peel it. It's stress relieving. I'm not lying to you. Like this video if you think that, if you are, look at the flock. Look at the flock. I mean, it's like fuzzy. Like this video if you think that weeding vinyl, when you cut it right, is stress relieving. It's just something about, it's kind of like popping those, you ever get a package in the mail and you start popping the little pop thingies? It's kind of like that. Gives you that type of effect. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. You guys don't need to see this part. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and I'm gonna show you what it came out like. should have come out great, and it will come out great. But just a reminder, give this video a thumbs up if you like where this is going so far. If you're anxious to see the finished result, give this video a thumbs up. And just so you know, you guys can see it in all of its glory. You got the, which way the play button goes? No, that way? Wait, which way? Yeah, it goes this way. A-Dubb Productions on YouTube. Everybody knows what that is. That's universal. So that's how it's gonna go on the sweatshirt, guys. It's gonna be dope. Real quick and key thing I want to point out before we move forward, guys. See how this you want to pay attention to this on vinyl and stuff too. See how there might be like a red line right here. This is why I like to cut. That could potentially go onto your garment when you press it on. So try to like pay close attention to your weeds, because sometimes a little bit of vinyl or a little bit of residue might be left on there, and when you heat press it on, you'll be left with a straight line or something like that, and that'll ruin your whole design. So just be mindful of that, and if you see anything that looks anything like that, just go ahead and cut the edges so that you take away that possibility of something like that ruining your design and messing up your whole project. All right, so just be mindful of that. All right, now guys, some things that you're gonna need for this part. An iron. I got my regular household iron in the background over here heating up for us to use. I have some butcher paper, some parchment paper. I bought this stuff to do sublimation, which we haven't done yet, but stay tuned for that. So some butcher paper, because it doesn't stick together, doesn't stick on stuff when we're doing transfers and stuff, or at least we're about to find out. And I have this stuff. This is the stuff that makes it, changes it, converts it into a sticky patch. All right, so you're gonna want to buy some of this stuff. Links down below in the description. And let's start cutting this stuff out. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to cut a piece of this out to the size of our, getting a little disorganized here, the size of our patch, all right? So let me lay out a piece of this right here. And say, for example, we have this Facebook patch right here, right? We got this patch. We are going to just cut a piece of this the size of the patch. So I got my cutting wheel, link in the description down below. I'm just gonna cut it out the size of the patch. That's pretty much all we're doing for all of our, sheesh, keep your hand on it, for all of our patches. All right, got this one done for that. Boom. Next one for this, so on and so forth. Now that we have everything cut out, we are ready for the part that turns these patches into iron-on patches. So I've done a tutorial on how to make iron-on patches before, so you can refer back to that one specifically, but I'm going to show you briefly how to do it right here with everything that we've created. So let's do it. All right guys, so we don't need that much parchment paper because our designs are kind of small. So I moved the parchment paper. We're going to start off with our Instagram logo, and we're going to lay it flat down like so. We're going to go ahead and take one of these, and we're going to lay it onto the Instagram logo like so. And then we're going to take our iron, which has been heating up over here, and we're going to go ahead and iron it on. This you want to be careful with this because you got a little bit of excess of that sticky stuff that might get stuck onto your iron. So you could do this backwards if you want to, like for example, that's why I got two parchment papers. You can go ahead and lay this like this and put this on the parchment paper so that your iron doesn't get sticky, and go ahead and iron it on like this. Put a little bit of pressure on there. I'm standing over top of it. A little bit of pressure so your iron doesn't get any sticky stuff on it. like I said, and just iron that all around like so. And by now it should have converted this patch into a iron-on patch. So let's go ahead and remove it. All right, and see what we got. All right, so you see some of that residue on our parchment paper, and now you see the reason why you use this is because anything that it's on is sticky, but anything that this paper right here makes it so that all the sticky stuff stays onto the bottom of our patch. And our patch has now became an iron-on patch because it has that sticky stuff on it. We just want to let this cool for a little while because we want that layer of stickiness to stay on the patch. All right, I don't know if you guys, let me try to get you guys a shot where you can see the shimmer of the sticky stuff on it. You see that? All right, so anyway, take it off, take the patch off like that. Ruining our butcher paper, it's all right. You guys can get some of your embroidery shears and cut the edges of it off and repeat the process for the next one, and just keep on, so on and so forth. Let me get my embroidery shears real fast. All right, so I'll just rip that off like that, and just trim along the edges, taking off the excess. But this is now an iron-on patch. All right, just trim along the edge, take off the excess glue, and I don't know if you guys can see the shimmer, but this is now an iron-on patch. All right, let it cool a little bit, guys. Let it cool off a little bit. I don't know, because that sticky stuff doesn't stick to this paper. That's the trick to this. Make sure you move your iron away so your iron doesn't get stuck to you or anything like that and mess you up, burn you. So that's the key. The sticky stuff does not get stuck to the paper. All right. Boom. All right, so after that's cooled a little bit, we can go ahead and remove it. All right. The reason why it's sticky like this, obviously, is I didn't use a new sheet of parchment paper, and you just want to make sure that all the sticky stuff remains on the actual sticker, as the sticker's still warm. I mean the patch is still warm, so you go ahead and let it dry. You can touch it and you guys can see the shimmer. That's how you can tell the sticky stuff is still on there. Sticky stuff. I've manipulated my camera in such a way that you guys might be able to see the shimmer of the shim. You see it? Nice. Now we got the shimmer on the back. Iron on. Shimmer. See it? Cool. The placement on this is going to be very difficult because it's not like a symmetrical design. These two pieces aren't connected to each other, so it's going to be very difficult to press this on. But we are going to get it, and we're going to get it perfect the first time. It's going to be like a whole hand away from the neck. I'm just trying to somehow line it up. And we're going to use our tape. Once we position it, we're going to go ahead and use our non-stick tape to put it in place and leave it there. All right, so I'm just gonna line this up correctly and we're gonna be good to go. All right, you can use your ruler to place exactly how far away from the top you want it, and make sure it's exactly that amount away from the shoulder on each side, which is what I'm gonna do right now. Got my ruler, that's an idea. And from this side to the design is about 5 inches. And from this side to the design is about 4 inches. So we'll slide this away till it's 5 inches. All right, and this right here, 5 inches. I can slide this in a little bit. See what I'm doing here? And now they're both the right amount of distance away. So now I can just make sure I look at it, make sure it's lined up straight. Bring this down just a little bit. Line it up exactly straight. And that looks good to me, guys. Looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some tape. Tape it down. We're gonna be good to go. All right. This tape right here is, the heat will not make this tape stick to the shirt. So that's what this tape is good for. I love this stuff. So just tape it on. Design won't move and the heat won't stick, won't make the stuff melt. Love this stuff. Very, very good. Alright, so we're good to go. Do our final measurements again. 5 pretty much. And that is close enough. And we are going to load up our design. We got it taped on here so it's not going to move. So this is going to be like a 2-part press because our press isn't big enough. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to use our Teflon sheet. And we're going to lay this on here. We're going to press twice. Alright. Go ahead and lay this on here. And as you guys see, a part of it is still off. So that part needs to be pressed also. So we are going to do this, utilize what little resources we have and make this work. All right, we did that. Up, down again. Actually, I should have set this for a 30-second press, but I didn't. So that's okay. Do what we gotta do. We do what we gotta do around here. We do what we gotta do around here. All right, so two 15-second presses. Now we're gonna move it over slightly and press the other part right here. Let's make sure that's on nice and good like. All right. Do what we gotta do so we can get the results we gotta get. We're trying to get around here, all right? So that's the benefits of having a bigger press, guys, like a 15-inch press or some type of industrial press. Bring it up, press it once more. Do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do to make it work, you know what I'm saying? All right, so boom. And just because it's flocked HTV and it's more difficult to transfer this stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure this is on there nice and good. Press this side once more, press the other side once more, and we'll go ahead and take it off and we'll let it cool just a little bit and then we will weed it. All right, guys, 15 more seconds. On this side, boom, done. Slide it over once more. 15 more seconds on this side. And got our Teflon sheet down over top, protecting the garment. And now it's time to take it off. What do you guys think? Give this video a thumbs up. How's it coming out? How's it coming out? All right. Press the crap out of it. I know one thing. I know what doesn't need to be ironed. All right, guys, we got our shirt right here. We're gonna let it cool just a little bit. Let it cool just a little bit. All right, we're gonna leave this heated up. Leave that heated up right there. All right. I want you guys to enjoy this whole process with me. So as it cools to the touch, we can go ahead and show you how this tape is it does not get anything stuck to it, which is dope. I love that about this tape. Put all that heat on it and it didn't melt or anything. All right, now we're going to go ahead and weed and peel. Let's see if we can get you guys a nice close up. So you guys can enjoy this with me. Please tell me I pressed record. I think I missed that. Jesus Christ. I didn't press record, guys. I just weeded this took everything off and I didn't press record. I hate when I do that. But anyway, guys, what I was saying was I love this stuff because it doesn't stick to the fabric, and I peeled it off, it didn't stick. And then I weeded it off, it weeded off perfectly. I wish I'd have got it recorded, but I guess I forgot to press record. Happens to the best of us, but it came out superb, superior, unparalleled to none, guys. Womp, womp, womp. So, let me get you guys a close-up so you guys can see exactly how delicious this looks. I'm trying to, you guys can't understand. This is like, it's like a cloth material. This flock HTV is like the best HTV ever. You guys can get the idea, the feel of it. It looks good, feels good to touch. And the best part about it, like I was saying, is that after you wash this, you can iron directly on it and it just reapplies the flock HTV, so it's basically never going to come off because you just iron straight over top of it and it just reapplies it. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing with the stickers, with the patches. But you guys know me, instead of, I could do something like sprinkle them all over top, all over around like that. You know what I mean? Do something like that and make this a really fun looking, bright and vibrant type of shirt. You know what I mean? Something like that, on different patterns and stuff. Just sprinkle it around, make it fun to look at, but that'll be whack. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it along the back. That's what's dope about designing. You can do it any way you want. I want to do it like along the back in a straight line. All right, our leader of course being YouTube, right? Followed by a close second. I'm gonna say Facebook is more important than Instagram. Let me know down below in what order you would put this. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, followed by the classic MySpace. That's exactly how I'm gonna lay it out. We can go ahead and grab our ruler over here. Make sure it's straight, so everything can be on a nice straight line. And you're gonna lay it out just like that on the shirt. And we're gonna go ahead and iron these on. We're not even gonna iron them on, we're gonna press them on. We're gonna press them on with the Teflon sheet, and they're gonna stay. And then we're going to go over to the sewing machine and sew them on, just so to make sure they are in there. So once again, we're gonna grab our tape. Grab our tape right here. Something different, right? You know, something different. And what was the best is something that nobody will have, right? Nobody will have this. Tape that on there, stays in place. All right, tape that on there. That stays in place exactly where we want it. This could be a little brighter yellow, to be honest with you guys, but we have these patches, we're just gonna use them. This is gonna be a conversation piece. Where'd you get that from? Where can I get this shirt? You can't, one of one. I can make one for you. Gonna cost you though. Let me know if you guys would be interested in a shirt like this. To be honest with you, I'd have to charge you like something like 50 bucks for this. Because of all of the labor that goes into making it, it's not that simple. Obviously, if you guys will watch me do it, it's not that simple. Very, very labor intensive. So let me know if you guys would like me to just have this whole project in a file so you guys can download all the files so you guys can do it yourself. All right, so got all that down. All right, go back over to the heat press. All right, back over to the heat press. Put it right on here, right? Got 3 on there. Put the Teflon sheet on. Give it a 15-second press. 15-second press directly onto the garment with the iron-on stickers. Turn to press-on stickers. We're pressing them on this time. Boom. 15 seconds. Nice and bonded to the fabric. All right. We're gonna do the other side right here. Other side. Shoot. The other ones. Make sure that's nice and straight there. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Press it down. 15 seconds. Something different, guys. Something different, right? It's always good to do something different, try different things. And we are done pretty much with the shirt design. Turn our heat press off. And let's check it out. See how it holds up as far as being these iron-on stickers are concerned. All right, so we've committed. We've glued on these iron stickers on the back of our sweatshirt. Let's take this one off. Take this one off. Take this one off. Take this one off. And take the YouTube play button off. All right. So guys, as you can see, the patches are on. They're not going anywhere. I'm not gonna try to take them off, but as you guys can see, they are on. They are stuck. Iron-on patches work. All right, so this is the back of our shirt right here. Dope. Dope. And this is the front of our shirt. Dope, dope. Yeah, guys, so thank you guys for watching this one. It's your boy. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at adubbproductions. Follow me on Facebook at adubbproductions. Follow me on Facebook at my other page, King A-Dubb. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm in love with that back. It's different, man. You guys thought I was done with the patches and I was just making the patches just to make them. Nah, man, we got to apply the patches. You're just not gonna make it and do nothing with it, you know what I mean? So all my patches are available for download. You can download the file and stitch them out yourselves, as many as you want. AllanAWade.com. All you need is a Brother SE600, and you can stitch out these patches for yourself and apply them to different garments. You can make your iron-on patches and sell them. You can make your iron-on patches and put them on book bags, all types of stuff like that, guys. So give me a thumbs up, share this video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I greatly appreciate it. It's your boy, Allan Wade, on the way to 10K. 50 away from 9. Guys, I'm excited. It's your boy, and I'm out. Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?